Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Hope everybody is doing well. Sorry about just coming on a few minutes before we get done with the 90-minute class in the studio at 11:30, so by the time I get out of there like last week and then set up, it's just a few minutes before, but we've got about 3 minutes or so until we start practice. Looks like everything's good on the volume and the audio, but let me know if you're getting something different on your end, please. If you have any questions or anything that you're feeling and you wanted to use the live chat, you can also do that before we start. And you guys know you can always reach out to me on email at joek@urban728yoga.com or our Instagram, which is at urban728yoga, and also my Instagram, which is at yogalifejoek. And if you're wanting a playlist today, I have a new playlist. It's called The 90 with today's date. You should see it right at the top. You're welcome to stream that along with your practice from the Spotify account, which is Joe Space Komar. That's where you can find all my playlists. Hi, Eric. Good afternoon. Yazi, happy Sunday. Hope you guys are doing well. We've got a group over, our teachers and staff over in the main studio, so a few more folks practicing with us. In today's practice will be a flow. So we do, let me think about this, we do fit on Monday, flow on Tuesday, fit on Wednesday, flow Thursday and Friday, fit on Saturday, and then flow on Sunday. And then a heads up, I'll be sharing with you guys one of our other great instructors at the studio, Jessica. So I'll be on 5 days a week, and then you'll see Jessica on Tuesday at noon, this coming Tuesday, and then also on Saturday. So give her class a go. She's a great instructor, and we tend to share students, but from different perspectives we teach from. So her body is capable, I was mentioning this yesterday, her body is very open and very bendy, and so you get this perspective through instruction based many times on what that person has gone through or how they've approached their practice. So give it a go. Hope you guys enjoy it. That'll happen on Tuesday with Jessica. Right, make sure you got your volume. And then we're going to start lying down onto your backs, please. Again, if you want the playlist, you should see a playlist out there for the 90 today. I would just start it on the second or third song. In the 90, we set up with a lot more space. Hi, Biz. We set up with a lot more space in the 90 with the meditation opening the practice. So start on the second or third song. And then go ahead and make your way onto your back with your legs long and your arms by your sides. Take a deep breath. Feel your belly rise and your belly fall as you exhale. You can situate and adjust your shoulders. Concentrate on the weight in the back of your head to release the muscles across your face. Told everybody coming out of the 90. So they did 90 minutes of practice. It's pretty rigorous, and I said, okay, you guys, I'll see you in a half an hour for the live class. sometimes you got to do things that are a little crazy, and you encounter these moments within yourself, these breakthrough moments, like when you find yourself in a quarantine, and you've done 30, and then you've done 40, and then you've done 50, and then you've done 100 classes in a row, and you just continue to connect the dots. While you're connecting the dots, you're also unraveling, a lot of that influence and where our behavior come from. A lot of times is the external influence and the things that we've been taught, or the way that we've been shared information, and so then we start to figure out, this is the way that our lives are, and this is how I participate. But notice the word I in those statements. And so you don't have to just remove them, but notice them when they exist, and then start to expand your awareness back to the greater sense of consciousness, all beings. And with your next inhale, take your arms over your head, give yourself a full body stretch. And point your toes, hold the stretch, feel your shoulders. And then go ahead and bring your knees into your chest, hands onto your shins. Gentle squeeze. Let's keep it centered here. And then the tailbone lifts ever so slightly, and you can draw your head up, wrap your arms around your shins, and bring your forehead all the way towards your knees, so you're really rounding your spine. Feel the shoulders on the back. Take a breath into your upper back. And then we can begin to release the fold. Let the legs go. Roll over onto your right side and come into a child's pose today. Knees a little wider than your hips. Slide your arms out onto your mat, forehead to the ground. And relax the muscles in your jaw. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your nose. Something that you may find in the consistency or the repetition of a cycle is that you have the ability to break down in certain elements that repeat or that appear regularly. And feel the basis of your practice. Your next breath, inhale, rise up, come into all fours. Exhale, bring your knees all the way together to touch. So in this case, start with a towel on my mat, but I'll roll it back, put my hands directly down onto the mat, and so it's a little more sticky. And before we start sweating, and tuck your toes under your heels, lift your knees, exhale, draw your hips back. And feel the space in your low back first. Then you can start to work the heels down to the ground, adding the stretch and sensation to your back body. With your inhale, roll forward, come out into a high plank. Cross your left ankle behind your right ankle, and then squeeze the ankles, feel the inner thighs, and feel that lengthen you out of your low back. Hands down, of course, you might feel your wrist. Turn your elbows in, run the energy up the arms. And keep your ankles crossed, start to lift your bum back up. Right heel stays heavy, lift your left leg up towards the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Point your left toes, lift through the top of your left foot, heel a little higher. And then gently bring your left foot down next to your right so your big toes touch. And feet together, inhale, roll out into your high plank. That'll bring more into your wrist, connect to your upper back. Cross your right ankle behind your left ankle, squeeze the ankles, and draw through your inner thighs. And stay active through your palms. And breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your nose. And then begin to lift your hips back up so your left heel is heavy. Float your right leg up, three-legged dog. And firm action to your hands. Point your right toes so you're lifting the top of the foot and the heel goes up a little bit higher. Nice and easy. Bend your right leg. Bring your big toes back together so you're looking at your big toes. You draw through your inner thighs. Inhale, roll out into your high plank. And now exhale, bend your arms, Chaturanga Dandasana. Tops of the feet, inhale, press, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, lift your hips. And feel your bum, separate your feet hip width in your down dog. And so you've got the strength in your thighs, space in your low back, little bend to your knees. And take your gaze up to your hands and then start to walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. Big toes together, hands on the back of your head, and soft interlace to your fingers, chin into your chest. Take a deeper breath, rock the weight into your heels, rock the weight into your toes. Relax any grip in the tightness in through the back of your jaw, underneath and behind your eyes as you fold here. And slide the hands down onto the ground. With your inhale, lift halfway to lengthen your spine. You can keep that little bend to your knees. And then exhale, forward fold, chest to thighs. 2 more like that. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen your spine. And exhale, dive, forward fold. And do it again. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, forward fold. Feel the feet. Inhale, rise, reach your arms straight up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center and feel that lightness in the plumb line when you stack your shoulders over your hips. Hips over your heels, proud chest, release your arms by your sides. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms face or touch. Exhale, dive through your midline, forward fold. And breathe in, lift halfway. Seal your lips as you breathe out, step back into a high plank. And legs together, big toes touch. As you exhale, lower halfway, Chaturanga flow. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips. And press back into your downward facing dog. Set your feet hip width distance apart. Feel the strength in your inner thighs and then the space into your low back. And ground down into your hands and so you're lengthening and lifting underneath your armpits. Look forward. And exhale, take 2 big steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, any amount. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, arms over your head. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, feel that flow. Exhale, dive, which is the inhale and the exhale. Breathe in, lift halfway. Plant the hands, breathe out, step back into your high plank. Feel your body engage, take a breath into it. Exhale, bend your arms, lower halfway, Chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips. Feet staggered, hip width distance apart in your downward facing dog. And firm hands, you're getting stronger through your back. Look at your thumbs. Bend your knees, exhale, take 2 steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms up, straight legs. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank. Connect to your palm, strengthen the back, lower halfway down, Chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. So you'll start to feel your body open, and through the consistency, just like coming to your mat every day, and then the repetition at the same time, you have the beauty of breaking down certain cycles and patterns, ways of thinking, patterns in your body and things that you do and repetitively, and then you break them apart with the yoga poses. Bring your big toes to touch. Lift your heels, bend your knees, exhale, light hop to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, dive through your midline, fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, come back into your down dog. So we're always using the legs. The legs are big muscles to support the opening of the hips. And so you want to realize that foundation first. Then as you open the hips, then you can get deeper into the opening of the spine. Okay, all that through your flow. Big toes together, heels up. One more round. Exhale, walker, hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to stand, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, little rigor. Exhale, dive, lips sealed, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant step, jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog through the legs. Exhale, lift your hips into the downward facing dog. Feel your back, lift out of your shoulders in your down dog. From your legs, come forward into a high plank. Hover your right toes, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Press through your hands, step your right foot back on the mat. Hover your left toes, bring your left knee to your left elbow. And step back onto your mat, lift your hips from your inner thighs. And space in your low back, draw a breath, lift out of your shoulders. Gaze to your hands, step your right foot all the way through. Keep your legs strong as you lunge. And guide the breath into the back of your heart. And feel the breath from your back heel through the crown of your head. Bring your right hand inside your front foot. Pivot your back heel down. Walk the hands back. Straighten your right leg. Side lunge. And so the left leg is bent. Heel can lift. You might feel that stretch under the sole of your left foot. It's early. Keep the hands down. Okay, right leg is straight. You can always take your right fingertips onto your right toes. And gaze steady, one spot on the side edge of your mat. Use your belly, strengthen your core. Both hands on the ground. Now push off your left foot and pivot into a lunge, back heel high, left hand down, reach your right arm up into the twist. And so you're pulling, lifting, and lengthening through your left side body. And then avoiding the jam in your right hip flexor, you might turn your front toes out ever so slightly. Feel it. So that's just orientating, listening, mindful adjustments from within. Bring your gaze and right hand down. Step your right foot back, come into a high plank. Together, take a breath in. Exhale, yogi push-up, elbows in. You know it. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. So every time you do the yogi push-ups, and it's not just a workout, repetitive thing. With breath, it's building the press practice into your body. And feel the lift out of your shoulders, right foot down, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step, left foot all the way through. And fingertips and arms support as you lengthen your lunge. Feel into your hips. It's early. Not in the day, just early in your practice. And so as you're waking up your body, you're expanding your breath. And then you'll see your mind turning to your breath. Bring your left hand inside your front foot. Pivot your back heel down. Walk the hands back. Bend your right leg. Side lunge. And feel the sole, the stretch into the bottom of your right foot. Biz, I'm thinking of you. So feel that. Use your hands on the ground. Left fingertips. Remember, some of this is just the way your body is built. If you're blessed with long arms and slightly shorter legs, then this is easy. If you can't grab the toes, grab the shin. It's all good. Don't worry about the destination. Yoga is all about the direction. Keep heading in that direction. Connecting to your flow. Hands to the mat. Slowly push off your right foot. And then pivot your way back into a lunge. Right heel high. Right hand down, twist. Reach your left arm up. Okay, we're drawing, lengthening, and lifting through the right side body. Space in your left hip crease. If you need more, turn your front toes out ever so slightly. And follow your breath. Bring your gaze and hand down. As you exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Shoulders over your elbows, elbows over your wrists. Keep your head up. And practice the press. Practice. Bend your arms, lower halfway down. Inhale, press up. And then exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Feet hip width apart. And bring your toes in another 2 inches and see if you can get your heels closer down to the ground. You got to draw through your belly. Keep your tailbone up. And elbows turned in. So we're lifting out of the shoulders. Use the lats. Lift your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Bring your right knee to your nose. Curl your heel into your bum. Hips really never moved. Inhale, kick your right leg back and up. Right knee to your right elbow, shoulders over the wrist, no further. Inhale, kick back and up. Right knee to your left elbow, keep your arms straight. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, right foot in between your hands. That was an easy big step, you guys. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up. Exhale, little warrior 2 flow. Inhale, reverse your warrior 2, reach up and back. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Pivot on your back toes. Bring the weight into your right foot. Step your left foot to the top. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your legs. Sit down. Reach your arms up. Chair pose. Feel your wrists lift as your shoulders ground. And connect to your feet. Bring your hands to your heart center. And together, take an inhale. Exhale, right elbow outside your left thigh. And rotate your rib cage. And palms press, thumbs into your heart center, and then wring it out through your low belly with length. Keep your head up. And keep your belly drawn, take your gaze down. Good. Starting to sweat. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, bring your hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant the palms, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And keep lifting out of your shoulders, elbows in. Bring your feet closer by inches, like 2 inches closer. Heels press down. You draw the lift out of your low back. And then your right foot stays. Hit your left leg up. Notice, hips never really move. Left knee to your chest, curl the heel into your bum. Inhale, kick your left leg back and up. Left knee above your left elbow, shoulders over your wrist, no further. Inhale, kick back and up. Left knee to your right elbow, keep your arms straight. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, step left foot all the way through. That's an easy step. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up. Exhale, little warrior 2 flow, back heel down. And you feel that good expression, lift to your heart and reverse your warrior 2. Windmill your hands back to the mat and pivot your back heel high, bring the weight forward and float step your right foot to the top. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your legs, reach your arms up, chair pose. You reach through your wrist. And so when you get through the tightness, then you can feel the shoulders drop. Hands to your heart center. And breathe in and then wring it out. Left elbow outside your right thigh. One line from your right elbow to your left elbow. And so if the hands are doing all these funny things, thumbs coming into your heart center sternum, fingertip to fingertip, and the right side of the chest is opening. Keep your bum low, come back to center, and now we rise. Inhale, reach up. Feel some of that flow. Exhale, dive, hands to the ground. Inhale, lift halfway. Palms press, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Big toes together in your dog. Crawl your hands back 6 inches. Keep your bum high. Right hand grabs for the outside of your left ankle or shin. Heels down, belly button in. And then you can start to take your gaze underneath your left armpit. And bring your right hand forward. No wear and tear in your left shoulder. Press down into your right palm. And then reach your left hand for the outside of your right ankle or shin. And soften the gaze one spot. So we're not looking around. Keep the gaze steady on one spot. And stay with your belly. Stay with your breath. And then bring your left hand back to the front. Roll yourself out into a high plank. Palms shoulder width apart. Right ankle crosses behind your left. Squeeze the ankles. Feel your belly draw in. Keep your ears up. Bend your arms. Yogi push-up. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, lower yogi push-up. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, lower yogi push-up. Press up. Lift your hips. Left heel heavy. Got it? Right leg to the sky. Feel your right leg lift a little bit higher. Okay, if you need it, walk your hands back inches. And then right knee comes above your right elbow. Okay, turn the knee out. Bend your arms. Turn your elbows in. And then hover your back toes for 5, 4, 3, 2. Step or jump back. Chaturanga flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. And the breaths you're taking right now, this is pumping you up. This is creating the lightness. Right? This is lifting that tension out of your joints as you activate your muscles, and that's when we start to float. Roll out into your high plank. Left ankle crosses over your right ankle. Squeeze the ankles. Keep the head up. Exhale, lower yogi push-up. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, lower halfway down. Press up, lift your hips, right heel heavy. Float your left leg up, 3-legged dog. You can move your hands back inches. And connect to your breath. Take your time, no rush. Left knee comes forward above your left elbow. Gaze forward, elbows in, bend your arms, hover your right toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, beauty, down dog. And walk your hands back to your feet, please. Back of the mat, little bend to your knees. Feels nice, let your head drop. Lips seal, lift your right toes. And slide your right hand under your right foot. Lift your left toes and slide your left hand under your left foot. And back of the hands flat to the mat. You roll a little more weight of your toes into your palms. And you can straighten your legs any amount. You'll hear me say that, any amount, because that draws us back into the process and the direction versus the destination. Minds don't do so well remaining peaceful when they're consumed with destination. As they get more comfortable with change, in the process of life, the ebb and the flow, it all becomes quite beautiful and mindful. Take 3 more breaths here. And put a bend to your knees. Slide your right hand, left hand out. Crawl your fingertips forward as we release the forward fold out into a high plank. And stack the shoulders over your elbows, elbows over your wrists. So you're high into the balls of your feet. Okay, your hips should feel light. Wag your tail a little bit. Good. Lift your bum, downward dog. Left foot down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Right knee to nose, step your right foot through, float step your left foot to the top. Inhale, halfway rise, keep your spine long, and step your right foot back into a lunge, bend your left leg. Right hand down twist, reach your left arm up. And so we did this earlier in the week. Keep your left arm up, move your right hand forward inches. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Now kick your left heel back into a half star. So your heel is as high as your hip. Take your left hand behind your head, and then side crunch. Knee in, elbow to knee. Inhale out, exhale in. One more out, exhale in. Kick it out, stall it, reach your left arm up, and gaze and left hand down. Pivot square, 10 toes onto the mat, reset your hands. Feel the breath in your body, take an inhale. Exhale, lift your bum, downward facing dog. And lift out of your shoulders, feel the dog in your armpits. And right foot stays, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, back and up. Knee to your nose, step through, float step, right foot to the top. Inhale, lift halfway, keep the length, step your left foot back into the lunge. Right leg bent, left hand down, and then take your right arm up to the sky, twist. One breath is all it takes. It turns on the switch. That is awakening, that's it. Look down, left hand forward inches. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot and kick your right leg back, and so you're in half star. Right hand behind your head, breathe in, and bring your right knee in, crunch, and through your side body. Inhale, take it away. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, take it away. Exhale, crunch. Kick it out, reach your right arm up, stall it. Gaze and right hand down, pivot, come back into your 10 toes, high plank. Breathe in together. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips, come back into your downward facing dog. And breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your nose. And we'll work with more support in the legs. Come forward to your plank. Outer edge of your right foot. Step your left foot in front of your right shin onto the mat. So my left leg is bent. Okay, left hand goes to my inner left thigh, pushing it away. Okay, right arm is just a kickstand with the strength in the back to support. And now slowly, without moving the shoulder, and start to dip your right hip down closer to the ground. Feel the stretch in your outer hip flexor. Humble your chin into your chest. And start to lift your hips back up. As you look down, bring your left hand back to the ground. Pivot, step your left foot back, lift your bum into your dog. Left heel heavy, inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot through, pivot your back heel flat. So now that right hip is set up for warrior two. Rise up, shoulder stack. And so rather than the bum kicking out, feel the bum turn in behind your right knee. And breathe across your chest, straighten and lengthen from your middle fingers. Flip your right palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. Straighten your front leg, keep reaching up. Okay, more reaching up through your right hand. And bum under, tailbone down. And then with your feet belly engaged, you can float your left arm straight back in space. And feel that reach out through your middle fingers on both hands. Okay, keep the arms in this shape. Bend your front leg back into your warrior two. Take a breath in. Exhale, windmill your hands down onto the ground. Pivot your back heel high. Step back into your down dog. Take a breath. Feel your right side body. And lift out of your shoulders. Feel your dog in your armpits. And come forward into your high plank. Outer edge of your left foot. Then you step right foot in front of your left shin so it's flat. And you might slide that left heel down a little bit. And then right hand to the inner right thigh. And feel the support kickstand of your left arm. Without moving that shoulder, let your hip dip down, hovering off the ground, chin to chest. So I'm lifting the back of the heart, chin to the chest. Left leg is straight, stretching the outer thigh to the T-band and the hip flexor. And start to lift your hip up. Pivot, right hand comes down with the gaze. Step your right foot back, lift your hips into your dog. Right heel heavy, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step left foot all the way through. Back heel pivots down. Now that left hip is set up for warrior two, rise. And feel that opening as your heart center stacks over your tailbone. And press down through your back heel. And now your left glute is more inclined to draw in behind the knee. Breathe, flip your left palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior two. Stay here, straighten your front leg, mostly reaching your left wrist up as you draw the shoulder down. With the leg straight, you got to feel into the ball of your front foot. Use your glutes to balance, reach your right arm straight back. And from middle finger to middle finger, with your shoulders drawing back into the socket. That's the key. Ribs stay in. Start to bend your front leg with your arms in this position. And feel your breath. That's a lot of trust. Windmill your hands down onto the ground. Pivot your back heel high. Slide your left foot back, hips up into your dog. Inhale, come forward to your high plank. Should feel good. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, press, up dog. And exhale, lift your hips. And come back into your down dog. And now baby steps. We just start to walk the feet forward. Keep the hands as flat as you can. Big toes together. Lift the heels, bend the knees. Palms flat, knees above your elbows. And you press into the back of the arms with the knees. Rock the weight into the hands. And when your hips get over your elbows, float your feet. You're in crow pose. Elevate with your breath. Deep, deep, deep exhales for 5, 4, 3, 2. Step or jump back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, elbows in, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in your dog. Press through the hands, lift your heels, bend your knees, walk, hop, jump to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the heels, squeeze the knees, lower your bum, double toe stand. Inner thighs touch, roll your gaze forward. Hands can stay on the ground. Once you have your balance, then bring your hands to your heart center. And once you have that balance, then float your arms up over your head. And connection to the balls of the feet engages the top of your thighs, even in your warrior twos, even in your lunges, but you'll notice it here. From where you are, take a breath. Exhale, begin to rise for 5, 4, 3, 2, keep the arms up or reach the arms up, and then set the heels down. And feel the weight over into your right heel, and lift your left knee up in front. Tailbone down, feel the thread lifting in between your shoulder blades. And turn your left knee out, bring your left hand down, and set your foot to your inner thigh for tree. The left arm stays where it is, just turn the back of the hand on the inner thigh. And then turn your right thumb down and bring that arm behind your back, lower your chin, and then you're reaching your left or your right hand back and for the crease of your left elbow. And so your right arm is half bound. And center your chest and stand tall out of your low back. And feel the lightness as you stack your ears on top of your shoulders. Breathe here. And standing leg is there for you. Send a breath. Slide your right arm out. Bring your hands back in front. Use your palms. Connect to your belly. Turn your left knee forward. Bend your standing leg. And then kick your left leg back as you bring your chest forward. And now straighten your legs out. Lift out of your right hip crease and toppling tree. That just means keep your heart up, shoulders away from your ears. And then as your back heel lifts, then your chest can come further down. In your toppling tree, bend your right leg. Tuck your left knee in behind your right knee. Okay, lower your bum, take your hands down onto the ground. Soften your chin, feel your standing leg, foot flat. You can take the deepest breath you can. And now start to straighten your leg, kick your left heel up to the sky. Standing splits with your right heel heavy. And draw through your belly for 3, 2, and 1. Bring your left foot next to your right foot. Inhale, lift halfway. Hold that halfway lift. Nice. Exhale, step your right foot back into the lunge. Lower your right knee down onto the mat. Untuck your back toes. Walk your hands up to your left thigh. Shoulders down, elbows in. So you should really feel the dive through your tailbone. Keep your left hand on your thigh and then reach your right arm up towards the sky. You focus. So you're not in the deepest lunge. You're actually in a shorter stance. And so that you could focus on feeling the front of your right thigh into your hip flexor release. Shoulders down as you take your right wrist further back in space. Slowly bring your gaze forward and right hand down onto the ground. Both hands to the mat, tuck your back toes. Lift your right knee, rock back, and then step your right foot all the way around the front of your left ankle, pinky toes meet. Rock the weight into the heels, let your head get heavy. And feel the right foot flat. Okay, so basically you're back into that knee to knee. Fingertips on the ground. Keep the weight in your right foot and then start to curl your left heel into your bum. Okay, your right hand is right there. Grab the top of your left foot. Keep curling the heel into the bum, lifting the left knee. Prop the chest up. Use your left arm and then kick into your right hand for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, left knee behind your right knee, out the way you came in. Right hand down, left pinky toe to your right pinky toe. Nice. Bring your right foot back inside, big toes together. Good job. Inhale to lift halfway, don't think. Plant, press, float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, press through your upward facing dog. And as you exhale, come all the way back into your downward facing dog. 3 breaths, please. Lift out of your shoulders, feel your legs. You firm into your hands, lift your heels. Bend your knees, exhale, walk, hop, float to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Take it up, inhale, rise, reach the arms. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Feel your base. Feel your feet, mountain pose, stand tall. Practicing in the process. Receive the flow, lips sealed, 1 breath at a time. And weight into your left heel, start to draw your right knee up in front of you. And take your arms over your head, reach. Open your right knee, reach down with your right hand, place your foot for tree pose. Right arm stays down. Back of the hand on the inner thigh. Okay, left thumb turns in and take your left arm behind your back. Slide your fingertips across and for the crease of your right elbow. And standing leg, feel that opening in your chest. Slide your ears back. It's going to allow you and to take deeper and more mindful breaths. That's it, one breath at a time. Slide your left arm out, bring your hands to prayer. Inhale, turn your right knee forward, lift it up. Exhale, bend your standing leg, feel your belly, feel your thigh. Notice when you keep your heart up, nothing in your low back. Now kick your right leg back. Keep your heart up with the hinge, totally different feeling in the posture, toppling tree, straighten your legs. As you lift your heart, lift your back heel, and then you can hinge a little bit further. The dependency is your left hamstring. Standing legs strong, right knee behind your left knee, start to curtsy squat. And feel that squat. And bring your hands down onto the ground. And draw with your belly and then kick your right leg up. Deep breath, head down, standing in your splits. And feel your splits. Draw and lift out of your left thigh just like you did in toppling tree. And step your right foot down to your left foot. Lift halfway on your inhale. Maintain that length in your spine. Right foot stays. Left foot goes back into your lunge. Lower the knee down. Shorter stance on purpose. Walk your hands up to your right thigh. And so your tailbone can really drop down. Hands on your thigh, elbows in, shoulders roll. Right hand stays, reach your left arm up. And so we're lifting, lengthening. Left arm is the lever into the front of your left thigh, top of your hip crease, shoulders down, take your wrists back, and breathe into it. So good. Gaze and hands come down onto the ground. Touch the mat. That is a ride right there. Curl your back toes. Lift the knee. Hey, rock back. Left knee to your chest. Bring your ankle all the way around. Pinky toes meet. Rock the weight into the heels. And feeling more weight into your left heel as you get that leg across and the outer hip to stretch. And then you're using the hands to balance. All the weight comes into your left foot. And then start to curl your right heel into your bum. Your knee to knee. Now left hand is right there. Grab the top of your right foot. And right arm is your kickstand. Start to lift the knee. Curl the heel into your bum. And then lift the knee behind the hip as you draw the heart forward. Shoulders away from your ears. Let's go. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, this posture is opened up. And then 1, right knee behind left knee. Left hand down, right pinky toe next to your left pinky toe. Step your left foot back inside, big toes touch. Inhale to lift halfway, just go with the breath. Plant the hands, exhale, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, make your way through your upward facing dog. And as you exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. 3 breaths, please. From your down dog, inhale, lift your right leg up. Right knee outside your right wrist, come into a single pigeon, but stay on your hands today. Slide your left knee back so your tailbone is down. And you look down to the ground. You can rock right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Slide your left knee back a little bit more. You really want to feel that tailbone south. Right hand stays. Curl your left heel in. Reach back for the inside of your foot, ankle, or shin. And find the balance. Press into your front shin. And tailbone down. And then your heart is ascending. So you're up dog action. Little to no weight in your low back. And we're going to explore. Don't worry if you fall out. Do it with breath. Look down to the ground. Switch your hand to the outside of your left foot. And you press into your front shin. Tailbone down. Now we're going to start to reach the right hand back for the inside of the left foot. Okay, once you got both hands, press to the shin, kick into the hands, and let that open you up across your chest. Shoulders away from your ears. Steady focus, 3 breaths. Bring your right hand back, bring your left hand back, look down. Soft release, come down onto your forearms, please. Forearms ground, tuck your back toes, lift your left knee, and then step your right foot back, come into a forearm plank. If you need to crawl it back on your mat, do so. Forearms down, palms flat, elbows behind your wrist, kick back through your heels. So your pubic bone lifts, your tailbone comes down, squeeze your butt. Take it out of your low back, 30 seconds. Nice. Use your legs, come up to your hands, press up to your plank, and then lift your hips into your down dog. Great side. And breathe in. Stay out of your shoulders. Right foot down. Inhale, left leg up. Left knee outside your left wrist. Single pigeon. Should feel pretty open. And to get your tailbone to work south. So slide your right knee back. And that left shin is your angle to support your balance. Left hand stays, reach your right hand back, grab for the inside of your foot, ankle, or shin. And it can take years to get that right knee to slide back. So don't worry if it's sticky or if this is where you remain. It's all quite the adventure. I mean, we're all living it and we're human beings, and so it's not perfect. It's an ebb, it's a flow. And you can stay here or play. Chin down. We're going to switch the grip. Right hand to the outside of your right foot. You press into your front shin, tailbone down, and then reach your left hand back for the inside of your foot. Okay, as you hold on with both hands, you can kick into your hands. And tailbone down as you draw the space across the chest, and then look forward for 3 deep breaths. Beauty. Gaze down, left hand in front, soft release, right hand in front. Come down onto your forearms, please. Tuck your right toes, bring it back for your low back, lift your right knee, step back into your forearm plank. And if you need to crawl it back, forearm plank, elbows under shoulders, palms flat, wrist in front of your elbows. Line it up, and then feel that adjustment. Pubic bone in towards your chest, tailbone drops down, and then you feel your glutes activate in your forearm plank, 30 seconds. Good. Come back up onto your hands, high plank. Use your legs, feel all of that space. You got one more, stay or play. Exhale, lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Yes, exhale, downward facing dog. Great job, everybody. Come down onto your knees, crawl them up to your wrists. Sit on your heels. If you'd like a little sip of water, please take a little sip. Enjoy that sip. Separate your knees, mat width distance apart. Big toes together, so your outer hips are inside your heels. Start to walk your hands back. I can't see you, so you got to work same way you did in your forearm plank. Pubic bone is down here. When that draws up to your chest, your tailbone plugs down, and then your low back opens up. So that's the action, little tilt in your pelvis, and then from your hands come down to your forearms. And you understand we jam most of the emotional experiences in our lives into our low back, and so hence why we're opening up the hips to release that pressure, and to absorb more space. As long as you're not feeling compression in your low spine, come down onto your shoulders, onto the back of your head. And seal your lips best you can. Breathe. Nostril breathing. Lips sealed, jaw soft. Feel how special it is that you're in this place right now, that you have arrived in this practice, a culmination, and that every single step, every moment in your life has guided you to be here right now. From your shoulders, reach back for your ankles and draw in with your belly to lift your chest, lift your chin, and then elbows to hands, and then hands come all the way back. Sit on your shins, bring your knees in a little bit closer. And reset your bum on your heels, and then rest your hands onto your thighs, head above your heart. Really nice. Open your eyes, swing your feet around in front of you. And let that release your knees. Pressure in your feet to your flow, and then let's go all the way down onto our backs. Bend the legs so that your feet are flat. And take your arms over your head. Feel the length out of your hips. Cross your left ankle to your right thigh. Keep your hips heavy. And then reach your left hand through. Hands onto your right shin or onto your hamstring. Thread the needle. Basically reclining in pigeon. Soften the grip, switch, bring your left foot down. And right ankle to your left thigh. Thread the needle, right hand through. Interlace to your left shin. If not, put it on your hamstring. And hips heavy, shoulders on the ground. Soften the breath, soften the grip, release your hands. And then bring your right foot down, soles of your feet together, let your knees fall apart. Take your hands, rest them onto your belly. Relax your upper back, relax your head. Gently, you can move your chin side to side. And let your head and neck come back to center. And just go ahead and release your legs out long onto your mat. Big toes fall out. Arms come down by your sides, palms face up. Feel the release, let go. If you've always been obsessed with the destinations in your life and getting to the next place, and perhaps today we change all of that through the perspective of our practice and to really indulge and to live in the process and the beautiful moments of awakening. And they may not mean much to other people, but they are so meaningful and so impactful into the peace of human life, into the expansion of peace into our fellow beings. And we must start from within, and so that our eyes can see the changes that we desire, and the peace we hope to live in one day, the world we hope to leave for our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. It's all about the children. I thank you all so much, and for the energy of this Sunday flow, wherever you're taking it from, whatever time you're taking it at. And please reach out, let us know that you're practicing. It's such a joy to know that this is connecting all over the world and, through all of our hearts. So it's beautiful to know you virtually or in person, and hopefully at some point in this lifetime in person for all of us, whether it's a retreat or you make your way to LA, but we'll keep you posted on all of that. So look us up if you're in town. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow at noon, everybody. Peace and love. Namaste.